Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a very productive time. If you are new here, then hey, I am Mehdi Hassan, your host, and I make videos on operational research, logistics, and supply chain topics. Here we try to explain a complex puzzles into simple wins. If you ever wondered how companies like Amazon ship products super efficiently, or how airlines assign pilots without wasting a dime, you are in the right place. Today, we are diving into network optimization, the secret sauce behind savings millions in logistics and operations. We will cover transportation problem and I will break them down with real math examples and steps to make them stick in your brain forever. By the end, you will be an expert on this topic. If you are new here, then hit that subscribe button and let's optimize your knowledge. All right, let's jump in. First of all, what is transportation problem? Imagine you have a toy manufacturing factory with two factories in two different cities and a warehouse in three towns that need supplies. You want to ship toys at the lowest suitable cost, considering the shipping cost vary route by route. That's the transportation problem in a nutshell. Minimizing the cost of moving goods from supply points to the demand points. There are three different popular methods of solving transportation problem. Those are northwest corner method, least count method, and Vogel's approximation method. Today we will dive into northwest corner method. What is our objective of today's lesson? Our objective is to find an initial feasible solution by utilizing northwest corner method and then optimize it to find the minimum cost. So there are two possible solutions when demand is equal to supply and when the demand is not equal to supply. We will solve the problem for both cases. So here is our model problem where we plotted the data of factory and warehouse. Factories are denoted as F1, F2, F3, and warehouse are denoted as W1, W2, and W3. For each cases, as an example, from factory 1 to warehouse 1, for each unit, the total transportation cost is 2. For factory 2 to warehouse 2, the transportation cost is 4. On column supply, we can see that each factory's capabilities of providing supplies. And on warehouse W1 column, we can see that W1 warehouse demand. So we will use northwest corner rule to get an initial feasible solution and optimization to minimum cost. So here supply equal to 30, 40 and 20 which is 90 and demand 20, 50 and 20 which is 90. So it is a balanced problem. Step 1, allocate initially. The rule is pretty simple. Start from the top left cell and allocate as much as possible. So our top left cell is F1 W1 or this cell. So and we have to allocate here as much as we can. So we can allocate 20 unit there because the demand for this W1 is 20. Then this column is completed. Then we need to allocate the rest on this cell. So 20 plus 10, 30. So our supply meet. And for W2 column, there is still demand 40 left. So we will allocate on this cell demand 40. And if we see that our F2 row supply was 40. So we cannot allocate on this cell. We can allocate on this cell. And there the demand is 20 and the supply is also 20. So we will allocate it there. So now let us calculate the initial cost. The rule to calculate initial cost is unit multiplied by rate. So our unit here is 20 and rate is 2, 10 and rate is 3. So if we calculate the initial cost, our initial cost will be 2 multiplied 20 plus 3 multiplied 10 plus 4 multiplied 40 plus 8 multiplied 20, which is 390. But we do not know still if this transportation has achieved the minimum cost. So let's find out that. We will do it by optimization. We will use UV method, and there is one formula that need to be remembered, which is U plus V equal to C. So as an example, assume U1 equal to 0, then U1 plus V1, U1 plus V1 equal to 2, so V1 equal to 2. Then U1 plus V2, U1 plus V2 equal to 3, so V2 equal to 3. So we then find out all the other values of U and V by using the same formula. Then we will find the opportunity cost. Our goal is to find the cell which have the maximum negative value, the opportunity cost, which is C minus U plus V. The opportunity cost denotes that the cell where we do not allocate any quantity, if those cells have any negative value. If they have any negative value, then that means that we need to change our unit to that cell to get an optimum value. F1W3 equal to F1W3 equal to 1 minus U plus V, 0 plus 7, which is minus 6. F2W1 equal to 5 minus 2 plus 1, which equal to 2. So we do the calculation to find every unallocated cell's opportunity cost. And we find out that F1W3 has the negative value. So that means our previous solution was not optimum and this solution have an optimum value. We need to find out that. So first we will do a closed loop adjustment including F1W3, which has the highest negative value. We will add some quantity to this cell, then minus, then plus, then minus. That means we will add there 20, minus 20 from here, add 20 from here, and minus from here. This is what our optimized cost calculation look like. So let us now find out the cost. So the cost will be 10 multiplied 3 plus 2 multiplied 1 plus 40 multiplied 4 plus 20 multiplied 5, which is 310. So this one is our optimum solution, and our optimum cost or the lowest cost is 310. Now let's do the same thing in Excel. So here we put the same table in our Excel, and there is another table for distribution unit. We need to find out for which warehouse we are giving which quantity, and there will be the cost, which is provide unit multiplied by rate. So our total minimum cost or our total cost is summation of all the cost. So first let's open our solver. Here in solver we first select this cell and we need it the minimum value, and our variable that can be changed is this distribution, for which warehouse we need which quantity, and our constraints are supply is equal to total distribution supply and demand equal to total distributed demand. All right, we choose simplex linear programming there, and let's give a solve, and it says that solver found a solution, and this is the same solution that we just achieved. For W2 we need to take from F1 factory 10 unit. For W3 we need to take 20 unit from F1 factory, and so on. So our total minimum cost is 310. Now let us solve the problem when supplies is not equal to demand. So here columns presented as warehouse and rows presented as factories. So we have factories supply capabilities and warehouse demand capacities. Our demand is 70 and our supply is 90. So supply is not equal to demand. So in that case, we need to add a dummy first. As the demand is low, so we will add a dummy demand column. So which is W3 0 cost for each cell. Now what we did, we showed that this W3 have also demand 20. So now demand and supply become equal. So the same thing goes again. We use northwest corner rule and we start from the top left cell and allocate as much as possible. And then we find the total unit cost. 20 multiplied 2 plus 3 multiplied 10 plus 4 multiplied 40 plus 0 multiplied 20, which is 230. The next step is if we meet the optimization or not. So for that we will calculate again the u and v value using the same previous formula. We first assume u1 equal to 0, then we get v1 2, v2 3, u2 1, v3 minus 1 and u3 1. Then we will again calculate the opportunity cost for unused cell to find out our desired cell. But here one thing to mention, if we cannot get any negative opportunity cost, then it means that our last solution would be the optimum solution. So here F1 W3 equal to 0 minus 0 minus 1, which is 1, F2 W1 2, F2 W3 0 F3W12 and F3W22, which concludes that there is no negative opportunity cost. So the optimum cost would be 2 multiply 20 plus 3 multiply 10 plus 4 multiply 40 equal to 230. Now again, let's do the same solution in Excel. It is very much important to know how to use Excel to find out this kind of solution, because yes, it is important to know this method for academic purpose, but in order to compete in practical life where there are a lot of data and sometimes it could be hundreds of data, so when you try to solve it using any theoretical method, it will take a very long time. It will also take a very rigorous amount of work. That is why you should know to solve any problem using your Excel, and that will make you productive. Okay, so again we will open the solver for this function and we plot everything as it is. We plot our rate here for each factory to each warehouse, how much the rate is, and we create a table for distribution and we create a table for cost. Now we need to find out that minimum cost, where the initial supplies is equal to distributed supplies and initial total demand is equal to distributed total demand. Then we select simplex linear programming and click on solve. So yes, it says our solver got a solution which is 20, 10, 40, and our minimum cost is 230. All right. So that was a long marathon. Thank you for staying with me for the whole period using your time productively. I hope you have learned something and you now know how to solve transportation problem using northwest corner method, how to optimize it, as well as how to solve transportation problem using some simple steps in Excel. If you like this content, then I would request you to recommend this lesson to one of your friends or colleagues and give it a thumbs up, press that subscribe button, and also comment if you have any questions or suggestions. We will meet soon with a new operation research topic. Till then, stay productive, stay happy, and stay with good.